ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mr. Ups, and welcome back to Oxford United challenging for the Premier League. So, last episode was the beginning of the League One season. We got off to somewhat of a shaky start, a win, a draw, and a loss to Premiership opposition. But we got spanked by Cardiff. I think everyone knew that was going to happen. There was no way we was going to win that game. Last episode went pretty well. It wasn't really that shaky now that I think about it. But today we move on as we try and conquer League One. We need some vital points at the moment because we need to get our asses up the leaderboard. Because I think so far we've played 2 games and we've got 4 points. Not too shabby. I would have liked 6, but I'll take 4. This episode we got 3 games. I would like to take 9 points. I don't think that's going to happen, but this is how my day went. So for the first game of the day, it's Oxford United at home to Carlisle. And actually as well, we sold Tom Newey just to this team. So he recently just joined Carlisle, and he's probably itching to score against us. He might have a point to prove if he's actually playing. I don't think he will be. He might be, might not be, but this is how the game went. So how do I describe this game? This game was difficult. Oh boy, was it difficult. It was a big step up. For some reason, Carlisle just felt so good on the ball. And it was really hard to penetrate their defence, even though we did have some pace abuse from our boy Tyrone. Danny Rose was doing well up front. We just couldn't muscle our way in front of goal. And we was paying the price for that because Carlisle had a huge domination of possession and they had a lot of shots. But credit where credit's due, my defence was pretty good this game. It was really good in the first half. Until one moment happened. So I'm saying my defence was all good in that, but there's only so many attacks you can take before a team actually scores. And on the 36th minute, there's a sweaty cross put in. I don't know how this isn't cleared by a defender. Somehow the player just manages to just run a ring round my player, gets in front of him and scores an easy sweaty header. It's 1-0. So, 1-0, it's near enough the end of the first half. I think, we can go into half-time thinking, we can bring this back, That's what I was thinking until the 43rd minute. There is some beautiful play from Carlisle here. Oh, I got to give credit where credit's due. They take the ball away from me and they play some beautiful football. I mean, some beautiful passing in and around my book. And they scored this really easy goal. If this guy had missed this goal, or if he'd done a Torres like the other night, he could never have done a Torres. But they put away an easy finish. It's 2-0. It's half-time. Yeah, we're losing 2-0 at half-time. Can we bring this back? I hope we can. It's all to play for in the second half. So I'm pumped, I'm ready, it's time for the second half. We got a lot of work to do if we're going to get this back. And you're probably thinking, he can't do it. I'm thinking right now, I can't do it. Let's see how it goes. So straight away, basically from kickoff, we score a goal. Yeah, we've already scored a goal. 48th minute, there is some, easy play here. We get a little bit lucky, but the ball finds its way to the young Ruffles, who's 20 years of age. He puts away a beautiful finish. I was surprised he actually finished this. He gets us a goal back. I'll take it. It's 2-1. So you know what? I was feeling so good about myself. I was like, you know what? We can come back from this. We can come back and get ourselves a win. To be honest with you, I played some really good football in the second half. It was like completely opposite to the first half. We had the majority possession in the second half, and we was having many chances. But you know what happens if you don't score chances? You don't score. It's simple as that. And usually what happens is the other team gets a counter-attack and scores a goal. And that's exactly what happens. On the 76th minute, there is some pretty decent play from Carlisle, I'm not going to lie. They absolutely just turn my defence at some points and they play some beautiful balls. But they love putting the ball across goal. They just absolutely love it. They love to set up a player for an easy goal, and they do get an easy goal. I was surprised my keeper actually didn't save this. He was in the right position, but he just goes underneath his legs. There's probably nothing he could do about it because my defence just gets raped. But yeah, they're winning 3-1. All my momentum was gone there. I was all over them then. They get a cheeky little counter-attack and they put away an easy finish. And it's pretty late in the game. Gonna be honest with you, the game ended there. The game ended 3-1. We got beat at home to Carlisle. This is probably a kick up the backside because I don't feel like we did bad that game. I felt like we actually had a lot of positives in this game. I felt like we did. Danny Rose got a 7.5 rating. Actually, here's a nice statistic as well. They had 4 shots and they had 4 shots on target. So 3 of those shots were goals. And actually, in the 90th minute, the 4th shot was a header from outside the box. So basically, in that game, they had 3 shots and they all got goals from them. So yeah, but they was clinical. We weren't. We got beaten. We're going to take it on the chin. Let's hope we can bounce back from this. So no transfers to tell you about at the moment. There's not much we can actually do. The team's actually, I don't know, Potter's actually out of form at the moment, which is quite worrying. But I just went straight to the second game of the day. It's Oxford United away to Milton Keynes Dons, and this is how it went. So MK Dons, they're a pretty good team. To be honest with you, I was quite scared about this game. We just had a really bad result. I don't want things to get any worse, but this is how the game went. So yeah, again, the game had a really slow start. I don't know if it's just both teams are really evenly matched, but not much actually happened really early on. It was a midfield battle this game. It really was a midfield battle. There was a lot of possession in the midfield. Not many chances early on. Gonna be honest with you, really my only chance of the game came around the 43rd minute where I actually got a penalty, believe it or not. I haven't had many penalties this series. I'm usually not lucky with it. I usually go to the left and miss. But Riggs stepped up to take the penalty. Cool, calm, collected finish. The keeper actually knew I've got a hand on it. But we'll take it. It's 1-0. So the goal has gone in. It's 1-0. Only a couple minutes to half-time. Can I see it out? And the answer to that question is no. On the 45th minute in stoppage time, they get a free kick. They put a decent cross. And they get a header on it. And it goes in the back of the net. And to be honest with you, I was so disappointed with this goal. This honestly should not have been a goal. My keeper's a good keeper. He is a decent keeper. He's 67 rated. He should have easily cleared this ball. I don't know how he didn't. He somehow just missed the player and missed the ball. And they ended up getting an easy goal. I was honestly disappointed with my keeper, but it's 1-0 and it's time for half time. So the second half was basically a reflection of the first half. Not much actually happened really early on. It was another midfield battle with some counter-attacks. There wasn't many chances, but there was one major chance that did come in the 64th minute. And it was to the MK Dons. So I end up trying to clear a ball. It's a pretty bad clearance from me. It ends up hitting a player, so they get really lucky. They play across goal. They end up getting a header. It ends up being saved, but they end up getting the rebound, and they end up scoring it. It's 2-1 to the MK Dons. I can't believe it. Honestly, at the moment, in this second half, I have been all over him, but they just got the cheeky little counter-attack, got a little bit of luck, and they put it in the back of the net. It's 2-1. So after that goal winning, I was just like, you know what, we gotta try and come back. I went ultra attacking, 3 up front, just throw men forward, try and get a goal. And I ended up having a lot more possession of the ball than them. I ended up getting a lot of chances, but I ended up not taking a lot of chances. And to be honest with you, that was the winning goal of the game. That goal in the 64th minute, I won it for MK Dons. I can't believe it. We was 1-0 up and they've come back to win this. I really could not believe this. We got our second loss in a row. It just goes to show you how hard League One is, but I'm going to take on the chin. Yeah, I'm going to take on the chin. This is the thing, we haven't performed bad in both of these games. We've just been outplayed by a computer who's so clinical and just scores every opportunity they get. Because yet again, in that game, MK Dons had 3 chances. All 3 of those shots were on goal. Alright, 2 of them were goals. And actually that third chance, I do believe, was a shot from long range, which was easily saved. So yeah, both these games have both had 100% shot accuracy, so we're just getting beat on the counter, so we got to do something about that. But you know, I will take it. Let's try and bounce back from this. Finally, some good news. Neil has accepted his contract. He's getting $3.5 grand a week. We're paying $750,000 for the 18-year-old. This is such good news for the club. I've accepted the offer. And guess what? He is going to be here for the 3rd game of the day. So he's put straight into my team. It's time for the 3rd and final game of the day. Oxford United at home to Sheffield United. And this is how it went. I'm just going to say this right now. It was so good to have Neil back in the team. You could just feel the difference when he was on the wing. Every time he had the ball, you knew it was him. He just had such superior, how do I put it, touch of the ball. Yeah, his ball control was amazing compared to my other players. And his added pace was doing so good this game. But this is the thing, this game was tough. Sheffield United are a good team. You know, they are a really good team. And you know, yet again, this game went by slow. It really was a midfield game. We're trying to catch him on the counter with that superior pace. To be honest with you, we were getting a lot more opportunities than what we were. I have subbed off Ruffles for Neil. Ruffles, you know, he's a good player, 60 rated, but he's so average. He's not really good at, you know, like one stat. Now, like Neil is good at, you know, ball control and speed. Ruffles is just average as fuck. His ball control is lame. His speed is lame. So we just got rid of him on the wing. We might play him later on when he gets a little bit better, but not right now. But back to the game. Oh my god, the first half just came and went. Nothing happened in the first half. It was just literally a battle in the midfield. I'm just going to leave it like that to save you from the boredom. So this game was all to play for in the second half. You know, we could take 3 points here. We could take 3 points. So we had that in mind when we got our first corner of the day. In the 60th minute, Neil wins us a corner. A beautiful ball goes in. And our new left back, I think he's our new left back. Yeah, he's our new left back or our right back. One of those two. He gets his head on it. Puts it in the back of the net. He gets his first goal of the club, and it's such a vital goal. We'll take it. So after that goal winning, oh, thank God that goal winning, we finally scored a goal. Well, we did score a goal last game, but it was a penalty. We finally got a goal in open play for once. But after that winning, we just went defensive. We was like, you know what, we're going to take this goal and we're going to see this game out. Sheffield United wasn't really creating that many chances. We were breaking them down a lot because we were just so good at defence this game. We got a lot of pace up front to take that ball away from their midfielders. And you know what happened? We saw out this game. We saw out this game for the 1-0 victory. That's a nice little turnaround. Just gonna say this right now, that's because of Neil. That one player changed that game so much. He was on fire on that wing. That added pace, that ball control, it just helped us to the win. And I could see us winning a lot more games from now. And like, this episode has been more shaky than the last episode. 2 losses, then a victory. It's alright, but it could have been better. I'm just going to say this right now. If we had nil for the other 2 games, we might have actually won those or at least got a draw. But thank fuck he's back in the team, and he'll hopefully get us to that glory of that League 1 title. Or he's just going to get us a nice little pretty penny, because I've seen his stats in that. He gets up his ratings quite quick. He'll probably be 70 right around about the time he's 20, so that's pretty freaking decent. So yeah, but I'm just going to leave the episode off here. Next episode, I'm hoping for some better results and just get on the way to climbing up the league table and trying to get that League 1 title. But I've been Mr. Teacups. If you rate, comment, subscribe. See you next time.